Video läuft.
All right.
Who is the legendary vinyl mastering engineer of most early Detroit releases?
I would say it's not Herb Powers. I'd say it's not Howie Weinberg either. It's definitely Ron Murphy.
It's C. Ron Murphy.
He is the cat.
Did I go on extra point now because I didn't think about it?
Ron used to always get mad if there was something out of whack with the master, and he always tried to cut these hot masters. That's why we used to like going to Ron. The way he talked, he had like this kind of strange southern twang that was just really hilarious. So you're watching this guy cursing about blowing his cutting head, and his pants are almost up to his nipples and stuff. It's hilarious. We loved Ron. Ron was great.
In which industrial-oriented band was Jeff Mills active before co-founding Underground Resistance?
Come on, that's too easy.
That one is B, Final Cut.
Final Cut, B.
Final Cut and Skinny Puppy were the two bands I know of, industrial bands, the only two industrial bands that were using the 909 as their main drum machine.
Who was Giorgio Moroder's production partner on Donna Summer's I Feel Love?
Oh, wow. It's A or D, I would say. I mean, Hans Zimmer is doing soundtracks, but Harold Faltermeyer both were based in Munich.
I'll say that is Harold Faltermeyer, because they did a lot of work together, and Harold worked on Top Gun. The Heat Is On. So I'd have to say it's Harold Faltermeyer. Final answer.
Okay, I would B. Pete Belote.
Oh.
Very good.
I don't even know who that is anyway.
In which German avant-garde band was Moritz von Oswald a member before becoming known as a techno producer?
It was not Einstein Neubauten. The plan sounds kind of No, it's not that. It's Pele Schomburg, which was with Thomas Feldman as well.
But that's easy. A. Pele Schomburg. I mean, it's too easy. I know Moritz very well. Pele Schomburg was in the 80s a really famous, very innovative Deutsche Welle band. Really, really, really bad.
Which artist mixed the first edition of the legendary DJ Kicks series?
The first one. I did the number 5, Carl Craig.
Nah, it wasn't me. That was CJ Boland. He did the first one. But mine became more famous.
Under which name did Richard D. James release the album Surfing on Sine Waves on Warp Records?
Wow. Surfing in Sine Waves.
It is not Aphex Twin. So it's Polygon Window. Final answer.
I would say C, Polygon Window. Wow, not bad.
In which group was Gerald Simpson, also known as A Guy Called Gerald, a member before starting his solo career?
You know, these are all English bands that are up there, and none of them had a brother from Manchester in the photos at all. Maybe there were some from magazine articles or something, and I know that one because 808 State. We used to play Pacific State all the time. That first EP was the greatest.
His famous track was Voodoo Ray, and I never heard that he was in a band before, so I gonna say 808 State, B. 808 State sounds pretty close, you know, with the music and the programming and the sound design.
Who provided the vocals for the house classic I'm Your Brother by Round 1?
That's I'm Your Brother. I know the track, but provided the vocals.
You know, it's not Tiki. I know it's not Tiki. It's definitely not Ron Trent. I don't even know where that came up. I have no idea who Andy Kane or Cornell Campbell is, so I'll say Cornell Campbell.
B. Ron Trent. I had no idea.
Who co-founded the Metalheadz label with Goldie?
I have no idea.
That was Chemistry and Storm.
I know Goldie, I know the label, but okay, B. Fabio and Groove Rider. I had no idea. I was never too close with them.
Who realized Ron Grainer's Doctor Who theme electronically in 1963?
I even sampled that track, Doctor Who.
That was Delia Derbyshire, the legend.
I would say Di Gianni sounds like Italian. I think it was her.
Those guys cutting tape. That was incredible. Doing all that stuff by just cutting tape is like unbelievable. I can't understand. I can't get it. You know, when I learned how to cut tape, I learned how to cut tape based on, you know, finding the downbeat, but there was no downbeat. They were just cutting oscillator sounds. It's nuts.
It's amazing theme of this. It was a TV series, right?
Who is the father of Art Forest, one of the composers of Inner City's Big Fun?
It was not the Electrifying Mojo or King Collier. It was definitely Rick Davis from Cybotron.
I don't know this. I would say Felton Howard, but I don't know him. See.
Who remixed Cybotron's Clear on the original pressing, making it the anthem it is today?
They're all house guys, so I would say the Animal chose Diaz, B.
That was Jose the Animal Diaz.
Yeah, wow, cool. Yeah, I know the other names, but they're all like house producers, so they're not with Cybotron, yeah.
My cousin Doug made Technicolor with Juan, and he was telling me about the early version of Clear that was only using these eighth note notes. That was just very simple, and that was their version. But when it came back from Jose Diaz, it had a time delay to it, and that's what made that signature sound for what we know as Clear, that Kraftwerky kind of sound, but just took it into the future, made it better for breakdancing too.
For which legendary New York club did Richard Long build the sound system, long remembered as one of the best ever?
So, I mean, the Limelight didn't have a great sound system. It was a church. I was resident DJ there in 1993 with a guy called Jeff Mills. We were resident DJ there for like a year. I was living in New York. I think it's the Loft.
Well, the Loft was a great sound system, but that was a Klipschorn system. So I definitely would say there's Paradise Garage.
I was in Paradise Garage once, but I didn't know that it was the Paradise Garage. I went there with some friends, and I remember I was standing at the dance floor and I couldn't find the DJ booth, but he was really up there on top of the room, and you couldn't see the guy, you know, at Paradise Garage, and it was mostly men. It was a gay club.
Which country is the Duo Boards of Canada from?
Canada.
They're not from Canada. I would think UK, but
Norway.
they're Scottish. See,
Is it? Yeah, great. They make great stuff.
one of the greatest electronic bands, whatever, on the planet. Still, everything they do, it's gold. Really amazing.
Which record store in the UK did Luke Slater run in the early 90s?
I didn't even know that Luke had a record store, but I was there buying a lot of records in London. So Fat Cat was London, Black Market was London, Jelly Jam and Sister Rape, can't remember.
Really? Luke Slater used to run a record store? God damn. Shit. Maybe he started Fat Cat.
I go for B, Jelly Jam.
Under which pseudonym was Joey Beltram active as a graffiti artist before releasing records?
Yeah. If you go to his Instagram site, he's doing a lot of photo posts from his weekends and famous graffitis.
I have no idea. I'll guess that is Blade.
I would go for Scene. A.
Pose. Okay.
In the Drexciya mythos, where is the underwater kingdom located?
B, off the coast of West Africa.
I go for B.
You know, it's really important to know about it now because the Trump administration attacked a historical art exhibit that's based on Drexciya that's at the Smithsonian. And that reminded me of what it was.